Hey, 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 na na, hey, na na, hi, oh, hey, 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 na na, hey, na na, hi, oh, hey, 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 na na, hey, na na, hi, oh, hey, 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 na na, hey, na na, hi, oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, aho shinawana honata, aho shinawana, hey, 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 nana, hey, nana, Iowa, Great Spirit, I am here, I am ready, I am here. Great Spirit, you are here, you are ready, you are here. Hey, 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 nana, nana, Iowa, Great Spirit, we are here, we are ready, we are here. Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana. Hey, I want to thank my little sister, the turtle, for giving her self and sacrificing herself for food and for becoming reincarnated into the rattle, into medicine. Aho. Not as powerful as when she was alive, but just as powerful nonetheless. Aho, the divine feminine energy of turtle medicine. Aho, in Turtle Island. Aho. So I want to give you a little smudgy poo, and walking crow for the transformational sacred drum medicine. And I want to, while I'm holding the smudge here, and I'm going to smudge myself, and I'm going to smudge my rattle, my mattle, because it's half mallet, half rattle. I'm going to smoke the pipe. So I smoke the pipe to open the portal for myself to speak. I blow the smoke on you and open the portal between you and I in the spirit world, so you can understand what it is that I'm saying. So I mentioned the sage. Aho, this is the sacred sage. This is White Mountain sage from California. Aho, to be more specific, from Pasadena. I harvested this sage myself. I harvest my own medicines. I don't go to the stores of Sedona or anywhere else to buy this that comes from a farm in San Bernardino or wherever they farm it. Aho, this comes from the land. I am from the land. I am of the land. Aho. And saying that, this is what's called, and some of you might be surprised, this is what's called a feather. Aho. This is from my brother. My brothers that live here where I live. This is turkey vulture. Aho. Turkey vulture takes your prayers up to the heavens, up to Creator, Great Spirit, Great Mother, and all our relations. So I'm going to say something, and this might irritate the shit out of some people, but I don't care, because they're behaving in a way that's not good. I do not buy store-bought sage. When people ask me if I sell it, I send it to them at no cost, and sometimes I even pay for the shipping. Oh, that's what I do. I don't know what anybody else does, and I don't care, but I do care, because there are some bad teachings out there. One day I saw a native woman who, she says she's native. She's in Texas someplace, I think El Paso, and she did this to the sage. She blew on the sage. Now, flies do that. Before they eat something, they regurgitate onto their food and starts to break down, starts to dissolve, and then they eat it. Would you throw up on your food before you eat it? Oh, would you do that? No, you probably wouldn't. But you'll throw up on your sage all that what's in you that isn't clean and that you want to clear onto the sage. Why would you do that? I use a feather. I use my hand. I use the wind to create more smoke. If it doesn't smoke, if it doesn't want to stay smoldering and it goes out, guess what? You don't need it. Stop forcing a healing that's not supposed to take place. Stop forcing those feelings of insecurity, inept behavior, of feeling less than. Allow the medicine to do its work. Sometimes it stays lit for a second or two, and then it goes out. Sometimes mine burns forever. But when because I'm in ceremony and I just let it burn through the whole ceremony. I don't keep lighting it and lighting it and lighting it in hopes of it'll take away all my problems. It doesn't take away the problems. It brings in the spirits and it releases energies, and it allows energies in to help you help yourself. It's not going to do it for you. You know, a lot of us are, not a lot of us don't, I used to. A lot of you chase the next thing. What is the next healing? What is the next certificate that I should have so I can fix, because the thing that I learned originally isn't good enough. Why do I use crystals when in my healing, when I should be not be putting anything between me and you? I don't put anything between me and you. When you come to see me in the Transformational Sacred Medicine Studios, or you see me there's nothing between us but air, but time, but a little distance, and that is closed by my smoking of the pipe and allowing the portal to be open between us. You need to know that. I'm going to ask you, what do you do with your Palo Santo or your sage or your whatever it is that you're using to smudge? And by the way, I use juniper from here in Sedona. I use cypress from here in Sedona. I use chaparral from here in Sedona. I use Russian sage from here in Sedona. I use lavender from here in Sedona, not from the store. Not from the store. I use it from here. And I don't use Palo Santo, because Palo Santo is one of those plants that's going away, and well-meaning spiritual people keep buying it and using it and having it shipped here. Leave it alone. It's not your medicine. You live here, thousands of miles away. That is not your medicine. That is their medicine. And they're killing trees. They're killing the grandmothers so you can get off on your spiritual path or whatever that is. Use what's available to you from the land. Get out of your chair, get off of your butt, and stop being a lazy American, and stop going to the store and start going onto the land and collecting and harvesting that is for you to use. Don't over-harvest. There are hippies in Venice, California, who will take a big trash bag and go up into the San Gabriel Mountains and destroy the sage, and then they sit there all day long selling sage at the beach. Really? Why are you destroying a plant for your own selfishness? Not a good idea. So I harvest my sage. I tie my own sage. I don't take more than I need. There's an abundance where I bring it from. So when I go back, or others go there today or tomorrow or yesterday, there's still some there. We don't take it all. We top the plants. Learn about the medicines that you work with. What do you do with the ashes? Okay, I have my shell. I have my feather. All the things that I use are natural. The shell was given to me by a massage therapist that I partnered up with to do healing arts events. And when we finished the event, she honored me by giving me this shell, and that was 5 years ago, and I still use it. I don't keep buying shells and buying shells and buying shells. There's no sense in that and having a bunch of shells. Find one. Find one. Get one that works for you. Get one that works for you. Go to the ocean. Go to the ocean. There are all kinds of different shells. So what do you do with the ashes? My ashes fall into the shell, get left in the shell. Even the tobacco ashes. What do you do with them? Do you throw them in the trash? Do you throw them down the toilet? Is that what you do with the ashes of the sacred medicines? I don't. My sacred medicines go into, let me show you. They go into my plants. And let me see if I can show that to you. They go into my plants. They go into the sacred water for making drums. They don't go into the trash, down the drain, or down the toilet. That's irresponsible, and you're showing a complete lack of respect for the medicines. So what is it you're really doing? Am I judging you? I don't know. Am I poking you? Are you getting irritated with what I'm saying? We don't throw that in the trash. We give it back to the land. We give it back to the water. We give it back to the drum. The drum, those ashes go into the drum. from that ceremony, and then that drum becomes even more high vibrational. Do you understand all our relations and the vibration between all our relations? And all our relations aren't just our cousins and uncles and aunts and neighbors. No, our relations are the mountains, the rocks, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the trees, the plants, the two-legged, the four-legged, those that fly, the creepy crawlies, and those that swim, and the water they are in, and the fire, and the earth, and the air. They are all our relations. They're all my relations, and I honor them. I honor them. You know, I'm here in Sedona. There's a bad habit of, I don't know what people, they don't think, they don't feel, they're anesthetized or something, they're numb from social media and all kinds of things, but there's masks all over the street. There's masks all over the trail. There's fools that come here and carve into the rocks and draw with chalk and do different idiotic things there. They leave their diapers up at Slide Rock. And they leave their diapers on Slide Rock and different places on the creeks here in Sedona and different trails. Why? Take it with you. Your bags of dog shit. If you walk your dog in, carry the shit out with you. Find a trash can and dispose of it properly. Tourists come here and disrespect Sedona. It's not here for your disrespecting with your motor vehicles and all that other stuff. I'm on it today. So what do you do with your ashes? Take your ashes outside the building where you are or wherever you are and say a prayer and offer them to Mother Earth, to Great Spirit, to Great Mother, to your relations, your grandparents and cousins and whoever that have moved on to the direction of the north, who have crossed over. Honor them with those ashes because those are ceremonial. Your Bible says from, what is it? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's all related. It's all one. I use a feather, not my breath. The Bible says, I am a filthy rags. Well, is that true? Is it not? Well, you know what? I don't take it literally, but I know how I feel inside. I know how I've behaved inside and outside, so I won't blow on stage. I never blow on stage. My elders taught me, my teachers taught me. Do you have elders? Do you have teachers? Or do you have willy-nilly hippie types that, anything goes? No, anything doesn't go. I come from tradition. And my elders taught me the right way to do things. Walk in the way of beauty. Walk in the way of balance. That's what the center of the medicine wheel is. Beauty and balance. I didn't mean to, I'm not upset with people, but you need to learn. Find out how to do things. I will be teaching a class on drumming and singing together and how to weave the drum with your voice and the rattle. I will also be introducing how to use the feather, how to use the sage, how to use the shell, how to use earth medicine. I don't use store medicine that sits in a warehouse or on a shipping container that comes across from China or wherever it comes from. I don't. I planted plants yesterday so I could have more medicine at my disposal. And I don't have to go out so much into the wilderness because all the sticks and everything I use comes from out there. It doesn't come from the store. I am the store, I hope. So if you would like to learn how to drum and sing together at one time and play off of each other and use the drum as an emotional tool to bring it out of people, I can teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to use earth medicine. I don't play earth medicine. I am earth medicine. Where I got my training as a healer is in San Fernando, California. Where I was born is in San Fernando, California. Where my traditional sweat lodge, ceremonial lodge, was in San Fernando, California. I know the source of my coming into this world. I've learned much in my walk. I'm a 61-year-old man. Do I look like it? Probably. Anyways, I love you guys. I really love you guys. So if you would like to learn, I will be doing online courses every an hour and a half. It's $40. If you want to do remote sessions with me, there'll be multiple participants, probably limited at 10 or 12. If you would like to set up a class in your home or host a class where I come in, if you would like to host a class, it's $40 a person, and it won't cost you anything. Minimum is 6 people, maximum 10 to 12 people. So reach out to me at 818-442-1717, 818-442-1717. Call or text or send an email to walkingcrow at sacreddrummedicine.com, walkingcrow at sacreddrummedicine.com. Also, check me out on YouTube at CrowTransformational Sacred Drum Medicine. You can find me on all the social media sites, and you might find something that works for you. You might you find something that you need, something that you want. I don't know what it is you need or what you want, but if you in need, move out of your need to your wanting. What is it about you that you want to change, that you can change, that you will change? Oishino, 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 oishino. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And I say, oishino, 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 oishino. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Oishino, oishino, oishino. Oishino, are you ready? Oishino, are you ready? Oishino, are you ready? Oishino, are you ready? I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Oishino asks and answers in the same way. It's like aloha, hello, goodbye, I love you, all those things. It means, are you ready? It means, I am ready. And I ask, are you? Oh. Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, wishing you a happy Sabbath day, Saturday, and tomorrow, the full moon, the full blood moon eclipse. It's time to let go of what is. Come to the end of that trail and begin anew. The full moon is about endings. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Bob Mason, Bob Mason, what the name of the Mason?